Ow. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Please put that in there. Hey guys, it's Joseph from BlackboxMyCar, and today we're doing the Beat the Heat test on the IROAD X10 right here. Today on Beat the Heat, we've got ourselves a 4K UHD 8 megapixel and a whopping 165 degrees wide angle lens camera from Korea called the IROAD X10. You know, summers have been getting warmer and warmer over the last couple of years. And in fact, last year, July was actually one of the hottest months in history, and many states saw 100+ degrees. In fact, when a lot of customers from Arizona and Texas come to us, one of their biggest concerns is whether or not they can rely on their dash cams when temperatures soar upwards of 100+ degrees. The last thing anybody wants when they come back to their vehicle is that someone has hit their car, but they can't retrieve their footage because their dash cam broke down under the heat. A month ago, we did our first Beat the Heat test with the ThinkWare U1000, and unfortunately, we have to admit, the setup wasn't the best. The glass cracked! We took all your comments back to the drawing board, and we made some improvements in our heat tank setup this time. We drilled a hole into our table and inserted a vent tube. This vent tube is what's going to allow the heat to travel from the heat gun into the glass tank. We'll be monitoring the temperature inside the tank using a thermometer. What we're going to do is we're going to mount the IROAD X10 in its original mounting plate and the adhesive tape that came with the unit. We're also going to hook up the dash cam to a power supply so it will accurately tell us what temperature the dash cam shuts off at. And to help you visualize how hot the heat tank is, we're going to throw an egg in there as well. So let's see if the heat's going to cook the egg today. Take a look at how we built our new setup. What we've done is we've taken heat resistant tape and seal everything so that we can really trap the heat in there so that it accurately replicates an in-cabin environment for your vehicle. So the resting temperature in the tank right now is 21.7 degrees. You know, the heat resistance for the IROAD X10 is anywhere between negative 20 degrees Celsius to 70 degrees Celsius. So let's see how hot this thing gets before it shuts off. So we've got our heat gun right here. We've sealed it very well with heat resistance tape, and we've sealed everything else. So hopefully the heat will just pump directly into here and we can just see how hot it gets inside. Let's take a look right here. All right, so we're at 21.7 degrees Celsius right here.
Okay, went up by 0.3 degree.
Oh yeah? Nice.
Now it's going fast.
All right, so we're at 22.1 degrees Celsius. 22.9 degrees. So where are we at? Let's see, I think we're about 5 minutes in. We're already at 41 degrees Celsius. That's getting hot. I can already feel that the glass is getting warm. Egg's still not cooked. A little disappointing. I'm just hungry. All right, let's see if we can take this bad boy off. Oh yeah, derp. All right, well, this dash cam is definitely still hot. But as we can see, it's still recording. It's a little bit hot, but doesn't look like there's any visible damage whatsoever to the dash cam. You can see that the security LEDs on the front are still working properly. Yeah, looks great. Everything is still working just fine, except it's just really hot. So now that we know the IROAD X10 can go upwards of 80 degrees Celsius and work still just fine, here's our next test. As many of you guys have requested, we want to make sure that this replicates the in-cabin environment for a vehicle. Oops. So, as many of you guys have requested last time, we want to make sure this fish tank fully replicates the in-cabin environment for a car. Meaning, just because the IROAD X10 can go upwards of 80 degrees Celsius and work just fine for, say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually going to work after an hour, after 2 hours. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a time lapse of us putting this dash cam. Oh my God. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this simulate an in-cabin environment by pumping hot air into this fish tank. We're going to seal it back up, and we're going to let it sit for about 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours. And we're going to take a time lapse of everything just to make sure that clearly simulates what an in-cabin environment for a vehicle will be like. So that for you doubters out there living in Arizona or Texas, trying to figure out whether you can rely on this dash cam or not, your answers will be very clear by the end of this. You know, 4K dash cams tend to get warmer because of the 4K recording. So when that's all said and done, one thing to really keep in mind is that you want to make sure your dash cam is reliable. And what we've proved today is that the X10 is reliable even in extreme heat temperature. Get summer ready with the IROAD X10. Hop on over to our website and use code BBMCTube for 5% off your next purchase. If you have any questions regarding the IROAD X10, drop it in the comments below and we're happy to answer them. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.